In November 2016, millions of Congolese people will expect to head to the polls to vote in presidential elections that will have global repercussions. But standing in the way is current president and strongman Joseph Kabila, who is accused of trying to cling to power. Recent reports of the situation in the DRC suggest that elections could be delayed by up to 4 years.
Now, Kabila is supposed to step down at the end of 2016. He's had 2 presidential terms. Constitutionally, he's bound to walk away. But all the signs are that Kabila wants to try and change the constitution to run again.
In January 2015, the Congolese people took to the streets to demand that President Joseph Kabila respect democracy and the constitution by stepping down next year.
There's already a huge amount of anger in Congo at the possibility that this election could be postponed.
The people's message is clear. They want to take control of their own destiny for the first time in over a century.
We have very weak institutions, and we want to strengthen the institutions. And one of the best way to get those institutions to be strong again is by having the process of democracy reinstated. And it's also because one of the ways to restore legitimacy in those institutions it's really through elections. Without the elections, there wouldn't be any accountable government.
The DRC has $24 trillion of untapped mineral resources vital to global industries. That's more than the GDP of the UK and the US combined. It contains the world's second largest rainforest teeming with life, an estimated population of 79 million people, and the potential to power much of Africa. The outcome of the election will reverberate throughout the world.
So you really want to make sure that as you get those mineral resources, you don't come in and do it in a way that is not just damaging to the population, but also damaging to the environment, damaging to the wildlife, and damaging to future generations, because future generations will have to cope with the damage that may be created by the way those minerals are being mined.
All of this will be at stake should Congo not experience its first peaceful transition of power. But most importantly, the status quo would deny Congolese people their right to democracy and the prospect of a return to the past. 6 million people died in the DRC in the deadliest conflict since World War II.
We have returned almost to the level of violence we had during King Leopold II in the eastern part of the Congo, where we have seen massive rape. We've also seen a lot of people being killed, massacred.
The world stayed silent as unimaginable horrors were committed against its people, as Western and regional powers and corporations plundered its mineral wealth.
International corporations and regional governments in Central Africa have also benefited from this very poor coverage because it's meant that there hasn't been very much investigation into the role that they've played. And the more distant the actors are from the conflict zone, the more the conflict is about puppet pullers like corporations and like regional governments, the more there needs to be international investigations. It takes really serious journalism to get to the bottom of how actors hundreds or thousands of miles away are able to control the belligerents on the ground.
In 2016, there will be a window of opportunity to support the Congo, a country inextricably intertwined with the global community.
Africa doesn't need strong men. It needs strong institutions.
So, what will the world decide to do?